On this episode of Keeping You Informed, we sit down with Community Policing Officer Randall Hancock to inform citizens about back-to-school safety for residents trying to get their children to and from school.
Get there early. The school year just starting, the very first few days is always very, very congested. Seems like everybody kind of has to relearn the system again, and with the traffic being a lot heavier, it's going to take a lot longer to get places. So try to get up a little bit earlier, especially for the first couple weeks until everything normalizes again. But just leave early, give yourself plenty of time to get there. Try to drop your children off as close to the school as you can if you are taking your children in your vehicle.
Safety precautions should be taken by everyone, especially those walking or riding a bike to school.
Wear helmets, of course, wear light colored clothing, things that'll make you visible. And if you're either biking or walking to school, you need to make sure you obey all the traffic rules. Well, we'll definitely have extra patrol out. School resource officers will be visible, some of the traffic units will be visible. It all boils down again, just getting there early. Try to make sure you take plenty of time to get there early so you won't be as rushed. That's when a lot of mistakes happen. People are not paying attention, and mistakes happen when people are in a hurry like that. So give yourself plenty of time to get there.
Parents that allow their children to walk to school should practice that route with them to make sure they know the best way to get to school. Parents should also consider walking with their child or create a group so children are not walking alone.
Make sure you take them along the route that they're going to be taking, and try to choose a route that's actually the most direct to the school. And utilize those crossing guards. Try to find the crossing areas where they are so they can help you get safely across the street. A lot of times people will allow their children to walk alone. It's best if they can walk with a neighbor, a trusted friend, a parent, or at least another child. Always strengthen numbers. Make sure the child is very, very familiar with the route to and from school. Can't stress enough too, no talking to strangers.
Students should also know contact information for their parents in case of an emergency.
One thing I want to stress, and a lot of folks don't talk about it, it's contact info. Does the child know their own phone number? Do they know their parent's name? Do they know their address? That's very, very important. Children need to know that, and I challenge all of the parents, ask your child if they know your phone number and address. If something happens, they need to be able to get that information to a police officer, a paramedic, or a firefighter in case something bad happens, and that will help us to be able to help them even more.
For more information, contact the Valdosta Police Department.